Now it's pitch black. Okay. Hello, hello, I'm live. Let's see what's happening here. Um, it appears that I will probably do my book reviews as a live, and I will do advertisements that um, that I will be live and the topics I'll be discussing. Because when I try to do a book review on my cell phone, what happens is I only can record for like 2 minutes or at the max 4 minutes. And I want to be able to do the whole entire um, review. And it looks like the only way I can really do that is on live because I can at least record for 15 minutes. And then if anybody by any chance wants to join in and leave a comment or ask questions or just have some dialogue, that would be great. So the next, I'd say maybe by tomorrow or maybe even by tonight, I'm going to be reviewing. Let's see, whose book do I want to review? I want to, I want to probably continue my live on Dawn Robinson of In Vogue, or I guess I'll start off reviewing somebody who's been real popular with me. That when I upload her videos, I get quite a bit of views, and that's Latoya Jackson, Michael Jackson's sister. She's quite popular these days. She didn't seem to have the talent as the others had, but she was quite smart and she had quite a bit of talent. They just couldn't find the right niche for her. She couldn't perform on that stage quite like Janet. So, no, no, she couldn't do that. But let me tell you, in my opinion, she killed she killed it on gorgeousness. There was so much she could have done. She could have, I don't know, been a model, a video girl. She could have had like a rock and roll album. She could have done guest spots on various shows. I'm seeing her guest appear on a number of shows. I've had a vision, an idea for her to guest appear on what's that show with Malik Yoba, New York Undercover. I would have liked to see her, Michael, and her father guest appear because I do film myself. I would have been glad to see them appear. I would have loved to have seen them on New York Undercover, where she's wanted by the FBI and the FBI is looking for her, and her father would have helped her escape the FBI or something like that. um, it was just a whole lot she could have done. But instead, they had her go to Playboy. I have some of those pictures, but I don't know. I really don't know if I could upload that or not because it would have to be under age restriction, and it would also I would have to kind of do a brief commentary on that or documentary. I wouldn't. It would be a very. I don't. I won't have the really explicative pictures. Just a basic picture, and I've had videos. I'm sorry, yeah, videos of some people that showed a little nudity, but instead it wasn't taken down. It was just under age restriction. So I'm trying to figure out how I would be able to do that, and particularly if it's a celebrity and under fair use, because I don't want to uh, disrespect anyone or degrade anyone. You know, I don't want to do that. So I wouldn't have a lot of pictures of her. I wouldn't have all of the pictures from Playboy on the video. Just maybe one or two that weren't very revealing. just very like showing from the side. They have some where she's from the side. Um, I really want to discuss her book. Start off with her book. She's very fascinating to me. Um, how she ended up with Jack Gordon. You know, her book is called Starting Over, and she was on a humble. She wanted to break off onto her own and experience the world and break off from her father. And he let her go. He let her go with Jack Gordon. I won't get all into the details today, but her book Starting Over was really good. I had no idea that poor lady was going through something like that. He was beating her up. He was beating her up, and he did, in fact, make her say those things against her family and Michael, and you could tell she was just rambling it off. She really didn't mean it. A lot of stuff that she was saying about Michael, and you can see the difference in her. I'm gonna do a video that's not live that shows the picture of her recently, and she looks very sane. She's not looking insane in terms of her eyes all bulged out her head like this. Her and Michael, eyes bulged all out, all this hair all around her face. She painted up like a geisha girl, and and she's looking all dazed out and crazy. She's been through really some torture. That man beat her. She said he beat her so bad, blood was on the floor. I would have never known that. And they showed a picture of her with a black eye. And her brother helped her escape. Randy. Mm-mm-mm. And that's another one that did not get their royalties. She kind of did like Tina Turner. And she left without getting anything. She was just essentially glad to be free. And her lawyers were like, come on, Latoya, get what's yours. Get what's yours. And she was like, oh, I'm just glad to be free. Maybe she didn't feel like going through it again, but, facing what had happened to her, she didn't feel like going through that. But I'm like, hey, let the lawyers handle it. Let them get you what's yours. All that torture you went through. But I guess she just felt she didn't want to jeopardize her family or jeopardize Michael Jackson or whatever. So I really want to discuss that book. And I'm going to probably try to really advertise that because I'd like to get some public feedback on that. I really liked her show. What's that show she did? Life with Latoya. That was so cute. And I don't even think she ever really did end up marrying that Jeffrey. Jeffrey, she talks about him extensively in her book. So I think all of her books were interesting, and even on her first books, I don't believe everything she said was a lie. She's been a New York Times bestseller, and I don't think that everything she was saying was a lie at all. I certainly hope this is on Unlisted. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna invite somebody to join me on my live and just see if in fact they can leave a comment because this is public. If it's unlisted, they can't leave a comment. And I want to see if in fact someone can leave a comment on my live if it's something I'm doing wrong or what that is. So I'm gonna definitely have a friend come over and see if they can leave a comment on my live. I would like to see one, but if anything, at least I can do the half-hour video or the 1 hour video, and and I can record it. And I don't have to worry about, like I said before, my camera running out of minutes. So I've got a lot of them. So that's one of the topics. Another topic is, um, of course, I'm going to be talking about Don Robinson of In Vogue. I hope she takes that job. I hope she takes that job from her ex-husband. It would be really nice. I agree with someone video that I saw, someone's video that I saw. He could give her some money. That would help. Get her a place. That would help. But she, again, she said that she chose that. So sometimes you need to clear your mind and free your mind. She was staying with her mother. She said her mother was taking it out on her. I'm like, hey, get an office, your office, a little mini office out in your mother's backyard. See if you can stay there. Stay out back. Stay out their way. It's better to just, even myself, me myself, I have to bite the bullet. I'm gonna have to. I hope I don't have to do a similar situation. I mean, you know, I'm living on the edge myself, and so I'm just trying to find out which direction I'm gonna take. And I get attacked. Yeah, they attack you. Those people, they said her mother might have some sort of dementia or something, but yeah, you're going to get attacked awfully, and it really plays on you. It really plays on your nerves. You just like, I can't stay here. So sometimes it's best to stay with your mom some, stay with somebody else some, stay in your RV some, stay in your car some, you know, because living in that car is really not safe. It's not the safest, even if it is a journey of self discovery. Yeah. So you have to really try to maneuver, especially if you're dealing with your mother cutting at you like a snake. I know about that, and I have to really take that bite. I really do, and it's not always easy. So I'm trying to cajole her, give her some gifts, give her some money, but eventually, I have to really think ahead of the game. So my question would be for Don Robinson, what would you all do? That's on my next discussion, on my next live. I'm going to discuss both of these things on two separate lives. What would you do? She left In Vogue because of the contract. She didn't like the fact that they were giving 2 cents per record sold. But I'm not sure what they were making. Maybe it was in the $200,000 a year realm, which she felt that it should be much more. And she's probably, not though probably, she is right. It should be, they should have been at least in the not under $4 million realm per year. But I guess the other members felt, hey, better some money than no money. And that's really a decision that a lot of artists have to make because they're getting the lion's share of the record sales, but it's kind of like better half a loaf than no loaf. And even 200 to 300 thousand dollars is a good living. It's not the living that you should be making, but it's a middle class lifestyle. And a lot of people have to unfortunately bite that bullet, and eventually it pays off. But I have no idea how much she was making when she was at En Vogue. My understanding, the guy from Lucy Pearl used to sing for Tony, 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 Sadiq or something. She lost her house as a result of him leaving her out of a show that she was counting on to pay her mortgage. She said, I saw her on another video. She was being interviewed. And he said, she was like, I'm not a violent person, but He made me lose my house. You know what? One of these days, just one of these days, somebody's gonna really get muffed up or seriously hurt doing people like that. These people better be glad they got good people to deal with. These people are good in their heart because I know a lot of people that would be banging down your door for their money in today's world. You know, those people, God bless them. Because when you get a contract, you're thinking you're going to get a fair deal. A lot of times you're not. Like she was saying, if somebody's not in your corner, if you're in there by yourself, they're like, no, we can get somebody else. And a lot of people don't want to rock that boat, so they go on with it. You know, this is their chance, so they're not going to rock that boat. And I think that's what happened to the other members in boat. They just simply didn't want to rock that boat. But if you're getting $1.36 check, God bless those people that hang in there. I just look at the Supremes. They got a half a penny for an album sold. A half of a penny plus minus their expenses. They controlled them to the T. They did buy them a house, but they got a stipend of $200 a week. And in an interview, Diana Ross, she was really young then. She weighed 90 pounds. She was like, I'm doing it just for the experience. I'm not doing that shit for no experience. I'm just doing it for the kiss my grits. I'm doing it to make the money. No wonder Diana Ross had to go for that to do what she had to do. I don't blame her. She had to go marry that billionaire for some money. I'm sure she loved him, but she had to go marry her a billionaire. Girlfriend went off and got her two billionaires. She had to leave Motel. When she left there, she was only worth $100,000. That's another topic. How she slept her way to the top is what they used to tell me. And I was like, no, she didn't. No, she didn't. I'm not going way off base, but that is a concern with a lot of people. A lot of people are concerned about that, how she was. And Mary Wilson said it in her book. That's a whole nother topic again out there, too. I'm going to review her book as well. Just giving you a little taste of what's to come. She said Barry Gordy was her boyfriend, and they got whatever they wanted because of that. So she kind of liked that arrangement. She also went out with Smokey Robinson. He's confirmed that in a blog interview. I'm going to start doing some celebrity interviews myself. I certainly hope I'll be able to do that. Diana Ross, her talent is beautiful, but she's definitely by any means necessary. Everybody's not like that. I'm going to really have a good live discussion about her, and I certainly hope that I get some people to join me. So you got some people that are just not like that, you know. But back to Don Robinson, she was really counting on him to include her in that show so she could get paid, and he did the show without her. When you get in those situations, rent a room, Airbnb, I think it would be very difficult. People say, get a job, get a job. In some respects, it might be a little difficult for her to get a job, especially if she's a celebrity, because they're going to be surrounding her. Want to order us? I know I would be, but sometimes they have to tell people, hey, back off. She's at work. But celebrities have had to go and get a job. I mean, I look at Gary Coleman. He became a security guard, but he had to knock somebody out. They got aggressive because they wanted to get an autograph. He had to knock somebody out. And I felt really badly for Dana Plato. Poor child. She worked in a gas station. She said, it's a living. I respect that. It's a living. I respect that. You got to pay the bills. And then she had to, she armed robbery. It was a fake gun, to my understanding. I'm just finding that out. And she robbed a gas station. Good grief. So I don't know if these people get their royalties. I'm not sure if Dawn is getting her royalties. I'm trying to get in touch with her husband. Dawn Rob, her ex-husband. Dawn Robinson has a YouTube channel, and she needs to get on here. I don't know how to get in touch with her and go live. I'm gonna just try to leave like I don't know how many replies and comments. She needs to go on here and go live. You would kill it, girl, and you would get your 4,000 watch hours. You'd be monetized, girl. That would be your channel would be awesome. So I wonder where she is now, how she's doing. Oh my goodness. So I'm at 21 minutes. I think that's long enough. Still no comment, but people do watch my lives after the fact. But I'm gonna see if I can next time. I'm gonna definitely see how this works in terms of who's gonna watch me. Okay, I think that's it for me for right now. It's usually very difficult for me to talk for 20 minutes, but hopefully somebody will watch the replay. Thank you in advance for watching the replay.